Hare Krishna. Is Srimad Bhagavatam superior to Jnana Yoga? Srimad Bhagavatam versus Jnana Yoga. So, first let's understand what is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam was written by Srila Vyasadeva. Srila Vyasadeva had first written the Mahabharata and the Puranas. Then he still felt unsatisfied. So, he asked his spiritual master what to do. And in that way, he came to write the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is filled with the glories of Lord Krishna. So, the Srimad Bhagavatam glorifies Lord Krishna, and that is the ultimate source of truth. If we follow the Srimad Bhagavatam, we can attain Lord Sri Krishna in his Golok Vrindavan, and we can go eternally be happy over there, no distresses, and no limits to happinesses over there. And another thing is that the happiness is permanent. Now, what I mean by permanent is that if you buy some clothes from a store and then you bring them back home and then you wear it and then you feel very happy and it looks really nice, so it gives you happiness. But after a few months or a few years, it it wears down. It does not look good anymore. The color is bad, and there are holes in it. That's why it does not give you permanent happiness. It only gives you temporary happiness. It gives you happiness for a period of time. But permanent happiness, which you get only in Golok Vrindavan, is something that gives you happiness all the time. Now, let's look at now let's look at what is Jnanakanda. Jnanakanda is a path that makes you meditate on the Supreme Lord in impersonal form, or meaning as light. Jnanakanda is very very hard, and who attain it, they go to the Brahmajyoti. Now, why is Jnanakanda hard? Because you have to do lots of meditation, you have to do tapasyas, and those are very hard, and they give lots of troubles to your body. So that's why it's very hard. And then, even though it's hard, now let's see what's the Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti is a place where all of Krishna's effulgence is there. In the Brahma Jyoti, there is only light, only white light. Now, you know Krishna's effulgence, he is very, very bright, right? So that effulgence is in the Brahma Jyoti, meaning it's filled up with just light. Now, because Jnanakanda is very hard, many people take lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes to fulfill it and to get to their goal, which is the Brahmajyoti. But little do they know what is in the Brahmajyoti. When they go to the Brahmajyoti, they get stuck in there as if it was a prison. Because when you go in there, you do not get any body. Now, what does it mean by you not getting any body? It means that you cannot perform any action. Now, if you cannot perform any action, you cannot do any pious credit, you cannot generate any pious credits to go to Golok Vrindavan, nor can you generate any sins to go down to the material world. So that is one problem, and that's actually not one problem, that's a giant problem. If you go in there, then you're going to be stuck in there forever. Now, let's compare both of them. What is better, Srimad Bhagavatam or Jnanakanda? As we can see from these points, that Srimad Bhagavatam has a better side than Jnanakanda, since Srimad Bhagavatam gives us ultimate happiness, while Jnanakanda just takes us to light. Srimad Bhagavatam frees us from the material world, Jnanakanda frees us from this world, but it does not make us feel happy or anything else. It is very hard to perform Jnanakanda, but it is very easy to follow Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is superior to Jnana Yoga. Thank you. Hare Krishna.